Hi guys, welcome to a new series, North Node in Cancer. I'm wearing my pajamas. Pajamas is a universal symbol of comfort, of nurturing, of cozy at home, underneath your covers or not, but it has to do with comfort, with coziness, with warmth, with nurturing. So when I say welcome to North Node in Cancer, I'm saying welcome home. This one's dear to me because I have North Node in Cancer. So a lot of what I'm going to talk about is going to come from personal experience. I've lived it, I know how it feels like, I know how you guys feel. So before we dive into the specifics of Cancer North Node, let's give you a general idea about Capricorn South Node. Capricorn South Nodes, you guys are my workaholics. We know how to work hard. We're not afraid of hard work. We're not afraid of obstacles. And the more difficult, the better. The tougher, the better. The more steep the ladder that we have to climb, the better. Because Capricorn gives himself life. Capricorn gives himself worth through hard work. Through hard work, achievement, diplomas, recognition, people looking up to us, applause. We want to be, we don't mind working hard, and we want to be acknowledged for that. We want people to look up to us and say, oh my God, you, the true goat, because the symbol of the Capricorn is that mountain goat, right? So a true goat, the greatest one of all, greatest of all time. That's what Capricorn wants in their heart. They want, in their mind, they want that recognition, and they don't mind putting in the hard work. They don't mind putting in the hours. They don't mind sacrificing everything around them for achievement, for that gratification that comes from achievement. So my workaholics, people who are not afraid of responsibility, people who are not afraid to step into any situations, no matter how crazy, no matter how volatile, to come in and say, I got this, guys. Capricorn is the father of the zodiac. Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. They're both nurturing, but they do it in different ways. Capricorn, being the father of the zodiac, is tough. He's strict. He does not like a lot of emotion. He sees emotions as weakness. Capricorn South Nodes hate to display weakness, because weakness means that I'm not strong. That means that I will not climb to the mountain. That means somebody else will be better than me. We're competitive like Aries South Nodes, but we do it in a sense of achievement, like we have to achieve. Without it, we're nothing. We don't know who we are unless we're working hard, unless we're producing, and everybody gets to see it, and everybody gets to look at us and say, wow, you're amazing. We want that. But the pitfall with this is that in this lifetime, because Capricorn is in the South Node, we overdid that. We overworked ourselves. We overworked ourselves to death. We ignored everything that had to do with our own comfort. We ignored everything that had to do with our own families, our emotions, our hearts. We probably don't even know what it feels like to feel, because we suppressed our hearts and our feelings so much, because feelings meant weakness. If I'm weak, I will be defeated. If I'm weak, my enemy. And with Capricorn South Nodes, we are competitive, and we kind of see everybody as, if it's not me, then he's gonna be. If you're not first, you're last. Kind of like Aries South Node. So for us, showing emotions meant weakness, means somebody can take advantage of us, and we do not like that. So I guarantee you, Capricorn South Nodes, very disconnected from feelings. Uncomfortable with feelings, uncomfortable with emotions, uncomfortable with crying. I guarantee you, if you freaking cry, you're doing it somewhere hidden where nobody can see you. Even women, guys, even women. I was very uncomfortable with crying, very. I did not want anybody to see me as weak. I had to prove to everybody, including myself, that I was tough, that nothing can get me, that I can do this, that nobody can do it better than me. That's another pitfall for Capricorn. We are so used to taking charge. We're so used to doing everything on our own and being completely independent from others, that we don't trust others to get things done. We think that we're the smartest, we think we're the best, we're the most efficient, we are the best. And so we can look down upon others and say, well, you're never gonna be good enough. Your work is never gonna be good enough to my standards. Capricorn South Nodes, huge standards, huge. And just as we are critical of others, and saying, not good enough, this is not good enough, you can do better, 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 better. We do that to ourselves. So that critic that's on the outside is also on the inside, doing the same thing, driving us and saying, you can do better, you can do better. Stop your crying, wipe your tears, very masculine. Get out there and do it, because if you don't do it, nobody's gonna do it. So Yeah, so now with North Node in Cancer, you are here to get off that mountain. You're here to get off the corporate ladder. You're here to get off that desire for achievement, for desire to recognition. You're here to put on your pajamas, literally and figuratively, and freaking nurture. And first, you're going to have to nurture yourself. You're going to have to get in touch with your emotions. You're going to be brought to your knees with feelings, and it's going to be very uncomfortable for you. You're not going to know what to do. You may be at a funeral and you're not going to know what to feel. Somebody's cat just died and you'll be like, well, fuck, I don't feel anything. Almost like no empathy. But it's not because you guys don't have it. It's just that it's been buried deep inside of you so much through so many lifetimes. You forgot that connection to your heart that you literally can't feel emotions. And some people may say, gosh, you're so cold. You're so cold. You have no heart. People told me that before. And you don't understand. You're like, well, but it's true. Like literally, you're so disconnected from that part of you that in this lifetime, you will be forced to connect to that. You will not find pleasure in career advancement. You will not find pleasure in busy work. You will not find pleasure. You may think, but the more you do it, the more you work hard, the more you climb the ladder, the more you ignore your own comfort, your own emotions, the unhappy you're going to be, to the point where you might freaking collapse. You might get sick, you might get fired, only to freaking stop you in your tracks and force you to spend time by yourself, to forget about achievement, to forget about all of that, spend time alone, get to know your emotions, get to know, watch movies, get to know that emotional part of you, bring it out. And you're going to have a lot of crying, guys. I'm telling you, a lot of crying where you're going to have to accept that, gosh, I'm strong, but I don't need to be so strong. I don't need to carry the world on my shoulders. Somebody else can do it. I can just relax. I can just make some soup and just sit here and watch This Is Us, and cry my heart out. That's good for you. Even though your mind may say this is stupid, it's a waste of time, we have so much work to do. It's the best thing for you is just to sit there underneath your blankets with a good movie, emotional movie, something that's going to pull on those strings and freaking make you cry. And the more you cry, the better. So as you learn to nurture yourself, after that, you'll be able to nurture others. You'll still be tough because when you bring in that Capricorn South Node toughness, it's not going anywhere. But now you're going to do it with a motherly approach, with a nurturing approach. You're not going to be that strict father figure that says, no, this is not good enough. You're going to be nurturing. You're going to be strong. You're going to be a huge rock for whoever needs you because you have the strength and then you'll have the empathy and the feeling part. It's a beautiful combination. All right, so now we're going to dive into each house specifically to give you an idea what you're working with, okay? All right. North Node in Cancer in the 10th house. So before we dive into North Node in Cancer in the 10th, let's go to the opposite side, South Node in Capricorn in the 4th. And before I go into that, I kind of thought of something. Last night I watched like a documentary about Britney Spears, and apparently there's a movement called Free Britney. And I didn't know about that, but apparently her father has been her conservator, like basically like a person who's responsible for your money, for everything. Even though you're making your decisions in life, but still you're under the umbrella of your conservator. And in this case, it's her dad. And so apparently she's been locked away, according to some sources. And everybody's like, free Britney, get her out from her father's overbearing, controlling idea. So I looked up her chart. So little do I know. Britney's North Node is in Cancer in the 10th house. So South Node is in Capricorn in the 4th. And right away, what clicked for me was that her father is showing her who she was in other lifetimes. Her father is showing her how she used to be. So that now she experiences on her own and accepts her dad and realizes that, wait a minute, I accept this, it happened to me, blah, blah, blah. Whoever in your life is triggering you, whoever in your life is causing you pain, he's actually your teacher, guys. He's there to show you to accept that person because they're showing you a part of you that's in you that you don't know about because you don't have a remembrance of your lives because that's how it's set up. So that person is showing you, hey, what you don't like in me is actually in you. And the sooner you accept that in me and in you, the sooner we're going to be friends. So when we talk about Capricorn in the 4th, authoritative father figure, more than likely that was you in the past. You were used to being an authoritative leader in your household. in your tribe, because fourth house can be tribe, country, household, whatever, comfort zone. But you were used to lifetimes where you were the authority in a family. You were that tough parent that was like, this is how we're gonna do it. You were very controlling, because Capricorn is about control. Capricorn is about keeping control and not losing control under any circumstances. No matter what happens, we're always in control, in charge. So Capricorn in the fourth house, probably very cold attitudes about family, not a very comfortable environment, an environment where somebody's always in charge, an environment where somebody's kind of distant. Capricorn in the fourth could be, I still don't know which one's the mother, which one's the father, because they always say fourth house is your mother, 10th house is your father. Sometimes, in my case, is the fourth house actually ends up being my father. So whatever is, resonates with you, you use it. In this case, I would say in the fourth with Capricorn there, in Brittany's case, it's her father that is, that authoritative figure, just kind of showing like, hey, you have this in you. You have these memories in you. You just don't know them. So somebody who was in charge of the family business, somebody who was authoritarian and totalitarian and tyrannical even. Basically, nothing happened unless this person gave this approval. So you with the fourth in Capricorn, Capricorn in the fourth, the good thing about it is that you're very good at maintaining order and stability at home. Your home is very important to you, and you like to be in charge there. You like to be make the decisions there. You're probably very comfortable maintaining order, keeping stability, security at home. There wasn't a lot of emotional closeness. There wasn't a lot of emotional sharing. But you may not be good at that, but you're very good at just maintaining stability, security. We got money, we're good. No matter what obstacles come up, we're gonna overcome them. Not a lot of room for emotional sharing, not a lot of room for watching movies and eating popcorn together. A lot of more like, okay, we need to work hard, Family life for you is hard. Family life for you was effort. Family life for you was, and the harder it was, the better you felt. So even now in this lifetime, probably there's ideas where you feel like, gosh, at home there's always tough, and the more I try to fix it, the worse it gets and stuff, because you're not here to fix it. You're not here to, work hard at it because you've done that before. You're actually here to experience the opposite, North Node in Cancer in the 10th, of getting away from your family environment, getting away from that idea of, I gotta take care of my family. You have that. Brittany has that because her money was supporting the whole family, everybody, including herself. So you have that responsibility and obligation towards your family. Fourth house Capricorn, big one, big ideas of responsibility of like, I have to do it because it's my family, I can't abandon them. You're so used to everything riding on your shoulders. You're so used to working so hard to maintain that home environment that you basically hardened up in a sense. You see family as effort. You see family as heavy. You see family as burden. You don't see family as comfortable and cozy and stuff. You almost like, fuck, I just want to get away from them. And that's the idea, is that you kind of have to pull away from them. And North Node in Cancer in the 10th means that you kind of have to, going from the father figure, become the mother figure of the world. You're here to nurture the world. So instead of sitting there at home and trying to save everybody at home and try to carry everybody on your shoulders, because that's what you're used to doing, because everything fell on you, on your shoulders in the past, or even in this lifetime, you are here to focus on the world out there. You're here to nurture. And once again, the nurturing will have to come from yourself, because Cancer North Node, before we can nurture anybody out there, we have to nurture ourselves. We have to fill ourselves with that. Once we're full, once the cup is full, then we can go fill other people's cups. But if we're empty and tired, because Capricorn South Node is tired, I guarantee you guys, freaking tired of hard work, no matter what house is in. You're tired, and if you're freaking tired, that means you're empty. Your cup is empty, and if you're empty, you can't give nothing to nobody, because you're gonna see them as an obligation. You're gonna see them as gosh, I got to take care of these, and then these people are counting on me, and these, because Capricorn is always used to carrying everybody on their shoulders. Capricorn is always used to, okay, if I'm not going to do it, then nobody's going to do it. If I collapse, then the whole world is going to collapse. That's not true, guys, okay? So you're here to kind of get away from that idea that you got to carry everybody on your shoulders. You know, that your country depends on you, or your tribe depends on you, or your family. You have that strong pull of like, always think about your closest environment, your family, your tribe, your country, you know, that huge responsibility and obligation toward that. Well, you don't have to do that, guys. And the more you encounter difficulty and heaviness and work and effort, you got to get away from that. So North Node in Cancer in the 10th. Once you start nurturing yourself, and make your own comfort zone aside from your family, aside from the obligations of family, and once you go out into the world, you can nurture the world through your presence, you're going to become that mother figure, and you can do it in any kinds of way. Britney's doing it through her dancing and singing, and people love her. They freaking love her. They love to be around her. They love her energy, because Cancer in the 10th means that Midhaven's probably in Cancer as well. So you're here to be nurturing in some way, you know, maybe some kind of cook, maybe some kind of chef, maybe some kind of artist, because Cancer is artistic. Cancer is very funny. Cancer is very expressive. It's very talented, not like Leo talented, but more into like, you know, intuitively. You know, you're very intuitive. You can become somebody who's some kind of somebody who uses their intuition. You know, Cancer has sick intuition. So you're going from like practicality and practical thinking and practical solutions to intuitive solutions. You know, let me listen to my gut. What does my gut tell me to do in this situation? Not what I should do, and obligation and responsibility and guilt, but what does my heart tell me? What does my gut tell me? And then follow that. So so cut the ties with the family, you know, nurture yourself. Don't have to carry anybody on your shoulders. Go out there and be on your own. Live your life, and through your expression, through your nurturing of yourself, after you cut the umbilical cord, you will find ways, you will get ideas of what to do out there in the world. You're here to be out there. You're here to be visible in some capacity or another. If you're on YouTube, you know, you can show videos of cooking. You can show videos of, what else does Cancer do? Sewing. You have talents in you, female talents. That's a good way to put it. Because Capricorn in the 4th would be male talents of like authority, leadership, protect my country, protect my empire. You have that bravery within you. With North Node in Cancer in the 10th, you're almost being asked to discover the talents that within you that are feminine in nature. So cooking, sewing, dancing, what else do women do? What do we do? Nurturing, whatever you nurture. How does a woman nurture the world? You know, she does it through her beauty. You know, if you're, you know, want to teach people how to put on makeup, you know, things like that. You can teach them through beauty, through humor, through dance, through cooking, through storytelling. Cancer is great at like lullabies. Think about what a mother, a true mother, what would she do to make her babies feel good? You know, she would feed them, she would sew something for them, she would read them a story, she would, you know, hugs and kisses. That's another one. You know, you're here to touch people in more than one way, you know, physically even. You know, you're here to kind of let your guard down and go from this tough and cold and serious to like playful and fun and warm and cozy, so that when people are around you, when they see you, they're just like, you give them nurturing, you give them hope, and maybe you help them, you know, to kind of escape into a world of warmth. You know, maybe you can be the mother they never had. You know, a lot of times when you have Cancer North Node, you will attract people that have probably problematic situations with their moms. Yeah, you will. And you, as you nurture them, you will be able to nurture them that they never got from their mother. That's a good one. I like that. I just figured that out. Because I look at my life, and I've attracted a lot of people that had issues with their moms, all kinds of issues. And so me, it's like they came to me for nurturing. They came to me to get what they didn't get from their mother. And then as you heal them, as you nurture them, then they automatically heal that relationship with their mom, where they can go and like forgive her, or look at her and say, Mom, you know, I don't blame you. You know, I know you were not there for me, but fuck it. You know, it's okay. You did what you did at that time. Because a lot of times we're so angry at our parents because we didn't get the love that we wanted, but we have to understand that they came with their own limiting beliefs. They came with their own problems, with their own pains. And it was hard for them. So I guarantee you they did the best that they could in that moment with you. So the sooner you forgive them and just say, I love you, you did the best that you could, the easier your relationship will get with them. Okay, the mothers of the world, my North Node in Cancer in the 10th. Have fun, guys. I love you.